Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here. First of all, for those of you who didn't get to see my community post, thank you so much for 1K subscribers. You all are so amazing and I appreciate the fact that you guys find me interesting enough to stick around, haha. I also asked on that post for you to guess what country I'm from, so if you want to know the answer to that, you can skip to this time. As the title suggests, this will just be a list of K-pop styling trends that I personally dislike, along with examples, an explanation, and a few exceptions. I'm so sorry that this took so long, but I've just been really busy this past month and oh my gosh, it took nearly forever to find all the fancams and photos for this video. Could I have used just one or two for each? Yes, I could have. But did I? No, you know why? Because I'm extra LMAO. And extra people like to do unnecessary things. Anyways, because this is an opinionated video, I'll put a disclaimer. This should be a given, but please remember that no hate is intended to any idols mentioned. I'm just talking about their clothes, not them. This is just meant to be light-hearted and fun, so if you disagree, that's totally cool. Beauty is subjective. I had a hard time explaining exactly why I don't like certain things, but I tried my best, so LMAO, hope you all can still understand what I'm trying to say. Lol, I feel like this might be super boring, but you know what? I'm gonna be optimistic. Okay, now that we're done with that, let us proceed. Trend number 1. The sleek, middle part, low ponytail. This hairstyle is actually what inspired this whole video idea because I've always wanted to say that I dislike this hairstyle, but it was too random to put in an unpopular K-pop opinions video, lol. I just feel like this hairstyle is very unflattering. Like with this tight, low ponytail, the hair kinda looks like it's just saran wrap to the skull or something, LMAO, and it usually makes the face appear a lot bigger and more swollen than it actually is. Also, to me, this is the type of hairstyle girls use when they be trying to eat without getting messy, or when they're just trying to keep the hair out of their face in general. It's a very casual hairstyle, like something one would use temporarily for convenience, not something one would wear for an official stage performance. Therefore, whenever I see it on stage it just feels kinda out of place or incomplete. The exception to my dislike for this hairstyle would be Chungha during her snapping era. I don't know why, but something about her hair caused me to like it more than usual. Normally these ponytails kind of make idols look bald to me, haha, but this one looked really elegantly badass and fit the vibes of the song. For most cases though, I think this hairstyle doesn't do female idols justice at all, and high ponytails or just other hairstyles in general are way more flattering. Trend number 2. Those half-skirt, half-shorts thingies. This one actually surprised me because I used to really love this style. I usually really like asymmetrical designs, so these half-short, half-skirt thingies should have been really appealing to me, but as time passed, I found that I actually don't like them as much as I thought I did. I couldn't figure out why, but I think it may be because of the length difference between the two sides. By itself, the skirt is a good length and looks very nice, but when the shorts are on the other side, you have these two contrasting lengths, and I feel like the shorts make the skirt look too long, even when it's not. However, if the skirts were any shorter, they'd be way too revealing and uncomfortable to dance in, and if the shorts were longer, well, I think that would just kind of look weird, lol. Also, I don't know guys, it just seems kind of uncomfortable to have this half skirt constantly brushing on only one side of your leg, and the corner of the skirt would also tickle your other thigh, and like a whole leg would just kinda be dangling out there, which seems like it would feel a little exposing, and you know what I mean, like LMA. Anyways, I've noticed that this style is mainly used for girl crush concepts and it's a lot more common in 4th gen. The only times I like this style are when a skirt is split down the middle instead of the side, when the slit is small enough so that there's more skirt than shorts, or when the style is specifically used to fit a theme. Other than those times, I personally do not like this style of clothing. Trend number 3. When bangs are too short. So here we are with my other least favorite hairstyle, haha. I know that short bangs are an actual style of bangs, but I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan. For me, a good bang length is when the hair goes past the eyebrows and brushes the top of the eyes. They also look better if they're a bit thinner and more feathery. I feel like that's the more traditional bang type that K-pop idols usually have, so maybe I'm just not used to the other kinds. But either way, I've noticed that the shorter, choppier bang style has become more common recently. This is gonna sound really harsh, but short bangs always kind of look like an accident to me, LMAO. Like they give me, I was bored so I decided to cut my own bangs, but I went a little too far, vibes. Even though they were obviously professionally cut, they kinda just look like they were cut by someone inexperienced. Ouch, that sounds kind of bad, sorry, but lol, I don't know how else to explain it. However, I will say that it does make for a unique hairstyle, so bonus points there. There's only one time I can think of where I actually liked short bangs, that being Seulgi during the Peekaboo and Bad Boy era. Those were just too iconic, and they gave off epic serial killer vibes, so like, what a queen, am I right? Trend number 4. Strapless dresses or tops with a sweetheart neckline. The important part here is the strapless combined with the sweetheart, so this is fine, and this is fine. Surprisingly, I actually do think that clothes with this particular design look really pretty, especially when it comes to those really fancy dresses. The reason why it's in this video is just because they look uncomfortably unsafe, like they'll slip down at any moment. These dresses have no straps, so the only thing holding it up is its bodice. But because it has a sweetheart neckline, it has to dip down at the front, making its ability to fit snugly around the torso a bit harder. Like, not to be weird or anything, but if you focus on the edges of the necklines, you can see that sweetheart bodices can be a little loose sometimes, unlike the ones that go straight across. I know realistically they're designed in a way so that they most likely won't randomly fall down into the abyss, but it still stresses me out. Especially because K-pop idols need to dance, and I just feel like constantly jumping up and down in this type of clothing would be kind of uncomfortable. Sometimes things like gloves can help make it feel less dangerous, but overall these make me a bit uneasy. Despite my problems with these looks, I do still appreciate the visual aspect of a strapless sweetheart neckline, cause idols do be looking good LMAO. Hope that they're not as uncomfortable as they seem. Trend number 5. Light-colored or patterned sheer/thin/mesh tops. So you may have noticed by now that I'm very specific with the things that bother me, haha. This time is no different, so here's a list of factors that make these tops visually acceptable to me. If the top is in a darker color or pattern, checker patterned, one solid color, or used to fit the group theme, then I'll probably think they look fine. Also, for some reason I like this one that Jennie wore, but I have no idea why. For the rest though, I just don't think that they're very visually appealing. Usually the ones I dislike the most are very brightly colored and can sometimes clash with the rest of the outfit, so maybe that's why I don't like them. The patterns are usually very random and busy looking too, and the tightness/sheerness makes it look like it's a part of your skin, which makes me slightly uncomfortable for some reason LMAO. Like, if the shirt is darker, you look cool, but if it's a brighter color like this, you kinda end up looking like you've just fallen into a pool of tie-dye or something, ahaha. Either way, in my opinion, wearing a different styled shirt, or even no shirt at all when the tops are layered, would simply look better. Okay, I kind of don't know what else to say for this one lol, so let's move on. Trend number 6. The weird/random/unnecessary layering of tops on other tops. This one is just kinda weird to me, like it makes me go, why? Why did you feel the need to put these tops together? Like, what made you think that would be a good idea?
What was the reason?
It just baffles me because the shirts that stylists decide to pair together are just so incredibly random sometimes. It's come to the point where I'm like low-key impressed by their skills to even make a connection at all between the pieces of clothing. I mean, how does this little tank top thingy they've put on this shirt enhance the outfit in any way? Oh yeah, that's right, it doesn't. In fact, it just looks strange and uncomfortable now. The worst ones are when the bottom shirt is like the previous style I mentioned, and the top shirt is a strapless sweetheart top. Like, not only is it ugly now, it's impractical too LMAO. Unless you're going for a strange and eccentric theme, like Zimzalabim, I just don't think that it makes sense to style an outfit this way. Of course, layering can look good when done right though. A few examples that don't look completely ridiculous are this outfit from Chaeyoung, this outfit from Rosé, and anytime a schoolgirl concept is being used, because layers just make sense in that context. For me, layering should actually add to the outfit and make it look better, instead of just being the result of two random pieces of fabric thrown together. Trend number 7. Wearing the same outfits but in different colors for multiple different stages. The type of concept a comeback has really makes a difference for this one, because sometimes repeated outfits just make sense. For example, during their comeback the 5th season, the members of Oh My Girl often had matching outfits, with only the color or neckline changing for each new performance, as you can see here. Dreamcatcher's Deja Vu is another example of a comeback that only switched colors between every few stages. However, the stylists for these outfits were clearly aiming for a sense of coherence and unity, so the repetition and similarity amongst the outfits were necessary to achieve the desired look. Even so, for other comebacks, like Everglow's Dun Dun, I do wish there could have been more of a difference between the stages. Unlike the 5th season or Deja Vu, the members of Everglow all wear pretty different outfits in terms of design, and they all just go well together because of the colors. Clearly the stylists weren't going for that same outfit vibe that the 5th season and Deja Vu had, they were just trying to get the outfits to look good next to each other. This is proven by the fact that they did occasionally wear different outfits. So why did they repeat outfits so many times when it wasn't really a part of the concept? Like, it makes sense that they did it for Salute, but why Dun Dun? In my opinion, the repetition just meant a lack of creativity, but who knows, styling can be hard and expensive. Obviously, it's not that big of a deal, and it's not ugly by any means, but I do feel like it takes a bit of the excitement out of things. The outfits idols wear are a big reason as to why I like watching comeback stages, so it gets a little boring when you know it's going to be something you've already seen before, just in a different color. Of course, this isn't Everglow's fault in any way, and they're definitely not the only group to do this, but I just sometimes wish stylists would create unique looks more often. Sorry if this one didn't make sense LMAO, but anyways, stan Everglow and stream their new comeback when it comes out, ahaha. Trend number 8. Wide-based chunky sneakers. This one is gonna be quick cause I could only remember a few specific examples, which by the way are all coincidentally LMAO, but I'm sure there's lots out there. Anyways, not much to say about this one, but I don't know, the shape of the shoe just makes idols' feet look really big and flat to me. They look a bit triangular too, like duck feet or scuba diving flippers, haha. I've even dubbed them pyramid shoes LMAO. I'm not too sure why the shape is a problem for me, but maybe it's because the shoes make the whole ensemble look kinda unbalanced, especially because in the examples I'm using, Yeji is always wearing a shorter pair of bottoms. This means it's narrow at the hips but then wide at the feet. I think the shoes would look a lot better if they went with longer, wider pants, like in the fancam you're seeing right now. While I don't love these shoes, they admittedly do look comfortable, so maybe if they just pair it with different clothing, they'll look more appealing to me. Trend number 9. Excessive amounts of ruffles. Honestly, I can't quite put my finger on why exactly ruffles bother me. I think they just look a bit silly, like they're a little childish, and they low-key remind me of those princessy dresses little kids like to wear LMAO. Some of them low-key just look like old curtains too, or like gift bag tissue paper, which I mean, I guess that could be appealing to some people, but for me it just looks kind of unnecessary and cluttered. There's just something about them that is ever so slightly off-putting, especially when they're in darker floral patterns. They're just so obnoxiously busy looking sometimes, like it makes pieces of clothing look all puffy and fluffy. And oh my gosh, what did they even do to Uki like?
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god! What is that?
I'm so sorry girl, you deserved so much better than this, ahaha. Ruffles can often distract from the outfit a lot and make them look a bit old-fashioned too. And not even in a cute vintagey way, just in a, you look like my grandmother's carpet way. OMG wait, I think I just found the perfect representation of what ruffled clothing looks like in my head. Ron's dress robes for the Yule Ball. Like, do you see this monstrosity?
Well, I expect yours are more traditional.
Traditional? They're ancient. I don't know my great aunt Tessie.
The vibes of those robes are exactly what overly ruffled clothing look like to me, LMAO, like it's all very frilly, and extra, and, well, roughly, they're like an imitation of extravagance. It also gets a bit boring sometimes because ruffles are always used during award show season, LMAO, I can't escape them. Like always though, if applied appropriately on two pieces of clothing, ruffles can sometimes look good. Like for this dress Sumi wore, the ruffles helped give it a more elegant flowy feeling, and for Jenny, they made her look more sophisticated. I don't know if these could even be considered ruffles, but I also think they look a lot better on skirts than they do on the torso. They just fit certain concepts really well too, like the vampire concept Oh My Girl had for Twilight on Queendom. But in a lot of cases, there are just too many ruffles, and in my opinion they can come off as kind of cheesy, or even cringy. Okay, so that's all we'll have for today. Lol, I'm just now noticing how negative this video is because it's kind of just a rant about the things I dislike, but oh well, it's intended to be light-hearted and fun, haha. Also, while I may have taken a few jabs at the stylists, in all honesty, I completely respect what they do because like I said, styling can be really difficult and costly sometimes. Like these people have to creatively dress multiple women for multiple performances, make sure they all look decent individually and as a group, and they have to fit the specific concept each comeback has too. I can't even decide what to wear when meeting up with my friends. Anyways, I would do a boy group version, but to be honest I don't think I pay enough attention to boy group styling to have any strong opinions on it, LMAO, so sorry. To balance things out though, if you guys like this video, I will probably do one on styling trends that I do like in the future. However, it definitely won't be the next vid, haha, because I need a break from hunting down fancams. Sorry if I repeated certain groups or idols multiple times. I tried to be diverse with the examples I used, but certain outfits just stood out in my memory more than others. As for the question on my community post, I am from Canada. Okay, yeah, you get the picture, I'm Canadian. Surprisingly most people guess that I was from the UK, but I'm not too sure why, lol. Maybe it's a robot voice. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video and let me know what you think. Are there any styling trends in particular that you dislike? Do you have any future videos you'd like to see me do? Comment down below, and feel free to leave a like or subscribe for more content if you were entertained by this. See you next time then. Thanks so much for watching.